And let's get on with the big story of the day. Sources close to former CBI Chief Alok Verma have said that he has refuted charges of non-cooperation leveled by the Central Vigilance Commission against him. Now, after being removed, Verma yesterday filed a petition in the Supreme Court alleging the government was interfering in CBI affairs because some investigations were not going the way it desired. Sources close to Verma have refuted all these charges and said that they cooperated in the investigation. Sources claim that Joint Director of CBI, A.K. Sharma, responded on behalf of the CBI and sought time from the CVC as the documents which the vigilance body was seeking needed to be examined legally. Central Vigilance Commission accused former CBI Director Alok Verma of being non-cooperative and non-compliant. So the CBI cleanup bid got murkier with the Congress injecting the Rafale angle. Congress accused Prime Minister Narendra Modi of interfering in the working of the Central Bureau of Investigation. Attacking the Prime Minister, Congress President Rahul Gandhi alleged that the CBI director was removed because he had summoned the papers of the Rafale deal. But the government is firm on its decision. Top government sources have told India Today that government consulted the Central Vigilance Commission and the Appointments Committee of Cabinet, before deciding on Nageshwar Rao as the replacement for Alok Verma. According to the sources, the government now wants the courts to decide the fate of Alok Verma and also Rakesh Asthana. Sources tell that the government believes that the entire controversy could have been avoided, but says that the matter is over from their side.
चौकीदार ने 526 करोड़ वाले हवाई जहाज को 1600 करोड़ रुपए में खरीदा। चौकीदार ने अनिल अंबानी की जेब में 30,000 करोड़ रुपए डाले और कल रात चौकीदार ने सीबीआई के डायरेक्टर को हटाया क्योंकि सीबीआई राफेल पर सवाल उठा रही थी।
जैसे इन्वेस्टिगेशन का अधिकार सीवीसी के पास है, अन्य विषयों का सुपरिटेंडेंस का अधिकार केंद्र सरकार के पास है। इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एवरी पर्सन, एंड व्हेन आई से एवरी पर्सन, नॉट ओनली द गवर्नमेंट, नॉट ओनली द सिटीजंस ऑफ इंडिया, ऑल्सो सम PIL petitioners who are habitual in arguing these cases. Also, that fairness of our principal investigative agencies are meant.
It is very clear that the Honorable Prime Minister is experiencing Rafaleophobia. Rafaleophobia. This terror of the Rafale scam has led to the demolition by this Prime Minister, this ruling BJP, this government, to the demolition of the pillars of Indian investigating agency.
I think these make juicy stories for electronic media, but ultimately there is an Evidence Act which has stood the test of time for over 100 years, and therefore whatever is the independent investigation in a criminal case, the red eyes or the blue eyes don't matter. It's the quality of evidence that will matter.
Now, after the Congress accused the Modi government of removing CBI Director Alok Verma to cover up alleged irregularities in the Rafale deal, former Union Ministers Yashwant Sinha, Arun Shourie and senior lawyer Prashant Bhushan have moved the Supreme Court seeking an investigation into the Rafale jet deal. The petition filed before the Apex Court alleges that the CBI is under extreme pressure and is unable to discharge its duty in a fair manner. The petition has sought FIR for alleged criminal misconduct by public functionaries. The petitioners have also demanded a court-monitored investigation and urged the top court to direct centre not to intimidate or transfer CBI officials involved in the investigation.
My first question is, sources close to Alok Verma seem to suggest that Rafale deal could have been one of the reasons for what we see turning out right now. Now, do you believe that that complaint of yours or his intention to probe it could have been a reason? Was it big enough?
Oh yes, of course it's big enough. No doubt on that. And I think the precipitate action of the government of this midnight raid, so to say, on the CBI offices, closing, sending them on compulsory leave and so on, this shows complete panic. Complete panic. And just see what it does to the morale of the civil service or of the police. The government has disregarded all that and suddenly it started this midnight as if we are in the Soviet Union or China or one of these Middle Eastern countries and not a democracy.
Are you saying this is a direct interference from the Prime Minister's office?
But naturally, is there any government other than the Prime Minister? Not Prime Minister's office. There is no bloody office. There are Karamcharis there. There are Chaprasis there.
When
these or the secretaries and so on, principal secretaries.
Public confidence, public perception of CBI का क्या हो गया है? Charge, counter charge. The public has lost confidence in its credibility, in its independence, in its neutrality. That's very bad. This is not good for the country when a premier agency is being driven by charges and counter charges.
Now, the present crisis within the premier probe agency of the country has been the talk of the town. As the crisis intensifies, it is taking a toll on the image of the central government. But there is much more to the story. Here is a full report on what actually happened that culminated into a series of ugly investigations.
The CBI internal crisis was not only getting uglier, but also affecting Prime Minister Narendra Modi's image. The bitter CBI feud exploded when CBI Director Alok Verma filed an FIR against his number 2, Rakesh Asthana, on October 21, charging him with accepting bribe of 3 crore rupees to bail out an accused. In an unprecedented move, CBI then raided rooms in its own office to find evidence against Asthana. The CBI number 2, handpicked by Prime Minister Modi, had fired letters to the Cabinet Secretary and the Central Vigilance Commissioner, charging his boss with corruption, attempts to frame him and to scuttle cases amounting to serious misconduct. India Today accessed the copy of FIR filed by the CBI against Asthana. The FIR alleged that Asthana took a bribe of 3 crores to settle a case against Hyderabad businessman Satish Sana, whose name emerged during investigation in Moin Qureshi money laundering case. The case pushed by Verma was based on complaint from Satish Sana. The CBI had named Rakesh Asthana, Special Director, CBI Investigating Officer Devendra Kumar, and alleged middlemen, among others, in the bribery case. CBI had also secured call records and WhatsApp messages to establish allegations of bribery against Asthana. Asthana, however, countered his boss and claimed that CBI Director Alok Verma had framed him to shield himself in the bribery case. The battle started long ago when Verma filed a dissent against Asthana's promotion, citing corruption charges against him in a case in Gujarat. The government defended Asthana and ignored Verma. Responding to a PIL against Asthana's promotion, the government defended him in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court and CVC later declared Asthana's appointment as the special director. Matters came to a pass with both Verma and Asthana refusing to blink in the latest slugfest. Sources in the government said that alarm bells were ringing with the FIR against Asthana, as it could have led to his arrest and bringing embarrassment for the government. And these apprehensions may have prompted the mega midnight shake-up in the CBI. Bureau Report, India Today.
India Today has accessed crucial CBI documents seized during an internal probe into the wedding of the under fire former Special Director Rakesh Asthana's daughter. Investigating the lavish wedding held in Vadodara in 2016, the CBI documents reveal that Asthana's family availed several venues on complimentary basis. According to the documents, the wedding was organized over 2 days in 2016, with the Sangeet ceremony being held on November 24th and the wedding a day later. The investigations also connect Asthana to Chetan Sandesara, a fugitive in the 5,000 crore loan default case being probed by the CBI. The Sangeet ceremony was held at a farmhouse of Chetan Sadesara and not a single rupee was charged for the venue. Now remember, Asthana has served as Commissioner of Police in Vadodara and is being investigated for several bribery charges.
Now, India today has accessed the documents as far as this CBI versus CBI war is concerned, where the allegations of bribery, influence and favors that allegedly Mr. Asthana, the Special Director number 2 in the CBI, sought when he was the Vadodara Police Commissioner in 2016. These are very curious. In fact, this is a very curious case. I want to first of all take you to these documents that we have accessed of the Mehendi function of the wedding of Mr. Asthana's daughter. This was on 24/11/2016, and this in fact very clearly says, these are the investigation documents which says that Sandesara farmhouse at village Ampar near Bhimapura is the venue of the Sangeet ceremony of in fact Mr. Asthana's daughter's wedding. The booking source is Chetan Sandesara and the name of the caterer is Hotel Express Stars, RC Dutt Road, Vadodara. Why is this interesting? This is also interesting because A, the Sandesara brothers, remember, they are now absconding in a 5,000 crore rupee bank default case. And apart from that, when Mr. Asthana was the police commissioner of Vadodara, their farmhouse was used as a venue for the Mehendi and Sangeet ceremony of Mr. Asthana's daughter. And the catering was done by this hotel and not a single rupee was charged for this. This is very interesting. The other document that the CBI has says that the hotel in its statement said that there was no, invoice that was raised, and hence there was absolutely nothing that was charged for the Sangeet ceremony catering of Mr. Asthana's daughter. Now, this is the Hotel Express Stars. This also says that guests Chetan Sandesara, address is Sandesara Farm, and these are the rooms, 35 rooms which were booked in this hotel as well for this venue for the wedding of Mr. Asthana's daughter.
Shifting focus to Tamil Nadu now, and it is a big day in the state politics as the Madras High Court will today be pronouncing the verdict in the 18 MLAs case. The AIADMK government, led by Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy, is safe for now, only if the disqualification of the rebel MLAs is upheld by the third judge. Any adverse judgment may spell trouble for the EPS, giving AMMK leader TTV Dhinakaran an upper hand. Fearing poaching by EPS camp, TTV has moved the 18 disqualified legislators to a Kottalam resort near Tirunelveli district. And if the court sets aside the disqualification, the fate of the government would hang in balance. In the 232-member strong house, the AIADMK has the support of 115 legislators and 3 other MLAs who have revolted to the Dhinakaran camp. The DMK, along with its allies, has 98 members in the House, and if the court upholds the Speaker's decision, it's a big win for EPS government. No threat for the EPS government will happen in that case. By-elections will be held in 18 constituencies in case the decision is otherwise. But if the court strikes down the Speaker's decision, 18 disqualified MLAs will be reinstated. DMK has the option to go for a no-confidence motion as they have numbers on their side to defeat the government. The 18 dissident AIADMK legislators were disqualified by the Speaker in September last year for defying the whip of the party. On to Kerala now. The police in the state has launched a massive search operation in connection with last week's violence at Sabarimala, Pamba and Nilakal that was aimed at preventing the entry of women into the shrine. Lookout notices have been issued for 210 individuals who are suspected to have involved in instigating the violence. The notice has been circulated among all the district police chiefs. The Sabarimala temple closed down for the month on Monday without a single woman being able to visit the shrine due to the protests. This followed the Supreme Court's verdict overturning the ban on the entry of women of a menstrual age. Meanwhile, Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has blamed the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh for the violence.
for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.